What's up, y'all? How we doing? How we doing? Got Miss Persephone back there, refusing to eat her oranges. I wanted to take a minute to talk about something kind of serious, something yet again political. So here in Missouri, we're about to vote on abortion because it is absolutely not allowed here. Your uncle rapes you, oh well, you're stuck with the baby. Like there's literally no excuses for abortion unless up to if the mom's giving birth and it's gonna kill her and the baby is literally killing her, that's the only scenario in which you're allowed to. And sometimes in those cases it's too late. I wanted to take a minute to talk about it. And it might make some of you uncomfortable, but that's fine because this is something that needs to be discussed. Abortions are absolutely necessary, right? They are. You can't call yourself an American and say that you're pro-freedom and then turn around and tell people what to do with their bodies. I think it's insane that the people that prohibit abortions are usually the same old white men that are the ones that rape their nieces and impregnate them. It's funny that the people that refuse to allow abortions are the same people that commit the crimes that you need the abortions for. They're just got more men telling women what they can or cannot do with their bodies. And people that are against abortions, you claim to be American and pro-life, but yet every day on Facebook, here I see you shitting on literally anybody that disagrees with you. Oh, if you're not a Christian, fuck you. If you're on the left, fuck you. If you want free education, fuck you. If you want free healthcare, fuck you. If you're on food stamps, fuck you. If you're black and on TV, fuck you. If you're gay, fuck you. If you're anything other than a white, straight guy on TV, then fuck you. But I'm pro-life. I'm pro-baby, baby. But if that baby grows up to be anything that opposes my views, then I fucking hate it and wish it death. You're not pro-life, you're pro-birth. You could give a fuck less. Oh, but put it in foster home. Look at how that turns out. Go ahead and look into the statistics on that and see how that ends up working out. Not only do you run the risk of having an abusive couple adopt you, which happens a lot, but you run the risk of never getting adopted and developing mental issues. Even if you get adopted by a sweet, caring family, the risk of mental issues that your ass doesn't have to deal with because mommy and daddy paid your way for everything, you're forcing them to go through. Abortions are necessary. Are there people that abuse the system? Yes, obviously. With anything like that, there's going to be people that abuse the system. It shouldn't be used as a form of birth control. You shouldn't just let any loser come in you and then decide 3 days later that you're going to get an abortion. No. But if you're going to apply that logic to abortions, that the bad eggs ruin it for everybody, then you need to apply that logic to everything. That means next you should ban guns. Because, hey, straight white men are out here shooting up schools, shooting up gay bars, shooting up fucking churches, shooting up, like, any fucking, like, that means all cops are bad, right? Because, I hate the right so much. I'm sorry. I do lean towards the middle, I promise. There's shit that I hate on the left too. In fact, there was an article on Facebook earlier from the left that like just pissed me the fuck off. But regardless, I hate that people know what political stance they're going to take on something just based out of which side it comes from. If you're on the right, then you're automatically just going to agree with anything a Republican says. And that, to me, is anti-American as it gets. You're against freedom of thought. You're not for freedom of religion. You're for freedom of Christianity. If any other religion, a Satanist, say, came and knocked on your door at 5 p.m. inviting you to a Satan church, well, they would be looked at as crazy, but it's not for some reason. It's perfectly fine for a Christian to come knock on my door at 7 p.m. wanting to talk about Jesus Christ. It's perfectly normal to tip your server Bibles and say that you're going to pray for them. Christianity is a joke. Most of you that claim to be Christians are not. True Christians know who they are. Because those of you that treat people like shit on a daily basis in the name of the Lord, hate on gays because that's what God would want, hate on abortion because that's what God would want, treat people like they're beneath you because you're some part of this club and you're a good person because you believe in God, you're not going to heaven. That's why you're religious, is because you get on your knees at night hoping that you'll be able to fool the man upstairs after all day long shitting on people because of their political beliefs, shitting on people because of their sexuality, not using your fucking blinkers, shitting on anybody out in public, not treating your fellow man with kindness, shoving your own views down your kids' throats, not even allowing them the freedom to believe in what they want. And then you get on your knees and pray at night and think that you're going to heaven. You think that all is just forgiven. That you can just be shitty every day and claim that you're a true American because you believe in God. Nah, you're not a Christian. You're a fucking fake Christian. You're a bitch. And you're just scared of what's coming after life. And you know good and fucking damn well that you're not a good person. So when you die, chances are you're fucked. So you get on your knees and you pray every fucking night, hoping and praying that God will take your side. I think God cares more about how you treat your fellow neighbor than if you're gay or not. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think God's proud of you every time you shit on somebody for their beliefs? Because I don't. That literally steers people away from Christianity, which is the very opposite of what you are supposed to do as a Christian. Anti-abortions, being Christian, all these things that you claim you need to be a true patriot, you are fucking retarded. Yeah, I said the R word. Retarded. That's what you are. Because you cannot claim to be a true American while being anti-progress, while being mad every time you see a black person on TV, while shitting on gay people, while not giving a flying fuck about the life before you, but then you want to turn around and claim you're pro-life whenever it comes to abortions because you care about babies. But once that baby grows up and starts to disagree with you, then fuck him. Like, you are the same group of people that literally send your kids to Bible school and force religion down their throat before they can even conceptually understand what it is. Tell me how American that is. Freedom, am I right? Your child is so free to... What I love about America is the freedom aspect of it. You're supposed to be able to believe whatever the fuck you want. But that's not the case. No. What you're supposed to be is Christian, stand for the flag, kneel for this, kneel, do this, do that, do this, do that. You're fucking retarded. Just happens to be the same group of people that were, I ain't wearing a mask out in the fucking plague, you Christian doers, you. If we ever have a fucking plague that is 100% going to kill you, we are fucked because you would rather kill your fellow man than wear a mask. But you're going to heaven, right, sweetie? I hope lying to yourself your entire life makes you feel better, dude. But I do honestly think that deep down, you know exactly where you're going. But we're going off track here. The reason why I started talking about Christianity is because a lot of the true Christians are the ones that are anti-abortion. But I've actually talked to plenty of Christians that are for abortion because true Christians... you can just tell. There's a difference between a true Christian and a fake one. A true Christian, treats others with respect, respects other people's beliefs while trying to recruit them to Christianity, not forcing it on them, but giving them the knowledge and loving them anyway, despite taking their own path. The whole point of Christianity is to turn people into Christians, is to grow the group. And you fakers out there do nothing but make Christians look bad. which is the opposite of what you're supposed to do. So you keep praying, baby, because he ain't coming to save you. I believe in God. I don't consider myself to be a Christian, but I do believe there's a power greater than us, and I do believe that he cares more about your heart and how you treat people than if you're fucking gay or not. Because if you're telling me that God is proud of you every time you shit on somebody, that's not a God worth serving. Abortions are none of your business. For whatever reason a family decides to get one, it is none of your business. Whether they're doing it just as a form of birth control, whether they're doing it because of financial reasons, whether they're doing it because of health reasons, mental health reasons, it is none of your motherfucking business. And I am tired of living in a state ran by inbreds that drive big old trucks with 30 Trump bumper stickers as they sit here and beat their sister/wife and fucking talk about how Christian and pro-America they are. I am so tired of the right pretending like they are true Americans. First of all, you don't have to be a Christian to be an American. Take that shit out. Whoever the fuck decided that the president needs to be religious to be a president and that you need to be religious to be an American, you're an idiot. That isn't true whatsoever. You are not a true American if you are constantly telling people what to think and what to believe. You could argue that this video is me telling you what to think and what to believe, but it's not. Because abortions are a human right. That is a procedure that you should have access to. That's not debatable. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. The fucking fact. And you're just you're just pro telling people what they can and cannot do with their bodies. You pretend to be a good person by being pro-abortion and constantly standing up to the baby killers, standing there at Planned Parenthood buildings, fucking knocking and bashing on people's doors, trying to fucking start arguments and, oh, put them up for adoption, when half the people there aren't even there for fucking abortions. You do know that Planned Parenthood does a lot more than just that, right? Dude, I remember I went into Planned Parenthood for personal reasons that maybe we'll talk about later. Obviously, I can't get an abortion, can I? So I wasn't there to get one. But there were literally notes on the wall that were basically telling you to be safe, like out in the parking lot. Like if somebody starts barking at you or yelling at you, contact the police immediately, blah, blah. That is so fucking depressing. That these walking apes are out here being a threat to people that might just be going in for a mammogram or might be getting an STD test or just, something completely unrelated to abortion. But I am so fucking sick of this backward ass, I'm pro-life, while meanwhile I share to Facebook my hate for a certain group of people every fucking day. But I'm pro-life. I bitch every time the youth wants anything to do with healthcare, anything to do with education, anything to do with anything. I bitch and moan about the youth and the left and blacks and gays and women and this and that, but I'm pro-life. So pro-life. I treat my neighbors with respect, baby, as I sit here and fucking drive my 4 miles per gallon truck and wave the fucking Trump flag and don't use my blinker and fucking turn left on red and pull out in front of you and don't even get me started on driving. You guys risk the lives of others every day just hoping that you'll beat a fucking stoplight. You would rather turn left on red and risk oncoming traffic hitting you than just wait 2 minutes. And, you pro-lifers, you're fucking stupid. Abortions, it's not really debatable. You should have access to it. Are there people that abuse it? Unfortunately, yes. But that's how it is with anything. People abuse guns. Cops abuse their power. People abuse systems. But, speaking of abusing systems, I see you people bitching anytime somebody gets food stamps and shit or collects a welfare check or whatnot, and you always make it out to be like it's illegal immigrants. Most people I've seen on welfare checks are white. You know that, right? Any fucking ethnicity that I've ever talked to in customer service, I'm taking to work. You're over here acting as if, I don't know, that they're just given a free house and free, like that shit I said, and let's read this paragraph. $2,400 a month and food stamps, even though you can't get food stamps if you make over $2,000 a month. And this and that, free cell phone, free blah fucking blah. Like, every immigrant I've ever talked to in customer service or given a ride to as a customer is going to work. Like, they're doing the jobs that you're unwilling to do and too good to do. Anyway, abortions are necessary. You cannot make a single argument as to why they're not. Should you be able to get an abortion at 9 months? Obviously not, unless it's a risk to the, mother's health. Like, should you be able to do it past a certain time? I think is debatable, right? Like, it's a decision that you should definitely make and catch quickly. You shouldn't just wait for the baby to basically be all the way grown and then do it. Like, I don't think that you should just be able to wait like until the end of the 3rd trimester and do it, is what I'm saying. There should definitely be limits on it. Just like there should be limits on guns, but we won't talk about that, will we, pro-lifers? Always arguing about how important a baby being born is, but then you celebrate fucking Brandon for shooting somebody. I don't see you anywhere whenever some fucking white supremacist shoots up a goddamn gay bar or anything, but let's not talk about that. I live in a pro-life, anti-abortion state, yet I can go get a gun by the end of the fucking day. It's insane. It is insane. I live in a state where if you cut somebody off in traffic, they'll sit here and threaten to pull a gun on you because their fucking penis is hurt, and they're just tiny little men that can't fight, that constantly threaten firearms. But then those are the same men that get online and talk about how pro-baby they are. Like, no, you're not. You hate half the country. You hate half your fellow man just because they're on the right. Like, you instantly hate people that aren't, like, the hate from the right. I'm saying hate intentionally because y'all literally hate a group of people. Like, if somebody disagrees with you, you hate them. I have watched people from the right literally cut off their own kids because of political beliefs. That's how far gone you are. That's how far down the fucking rabbit hole of religion and bullshit you are. That you'll cut off your own kids for your own, like, I'm just gonna give my daughter the facts of each side. Let them know what side does what each side represents, teach her. And then whatever the fuck she decides is whatever, And I'm not going to shove religion down her throat. I'll give her the knowledge of it. And if she chooses to follow in that, awesome. I hope she does. But I'm not going to fucking put her in Bible school before she can even understand the word God and fucking pro-life, but you can't even give your own children freedom. I just don't get it. Anyway, on the ballot, if you live in Missouri and you're watching this video, on the ballot, vote yes, because there's literally no exceptions for abortion in this state. You can, literally, your uncle fucking molests you and you get pregnant with his fucking baby, you're fucked. Doesn't matter. You just have to have it. Because that's how pro-life works. We care about life so much that when a woman gets molested, by a fucking family member or guy in general, we tell her that she cannot get this procedure done. That's how pro-life we are. Does that make any sense to you? Because it doesn't to me. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me that you're literally sitting here saying that a woman can get molested and still fuck you, but in the same sentence, you're pro-life. I don't get that. And it's just gross. And like I said, the people that are in charge, you know, they're the same old men that commit the crimes. They're the same old men that tell a waitress to fucking smile or act creepy anytime they're alone with a woman, or call her honey and fucking beautiful and all this inappropriate bullshit. These are the same dudes that have the mindset of being anti-abortion. You don't even treat women like they're people, but you're pro-life. And then the women that are pro-life, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I feel like your husband just brainwashed you or something. Look, abortions are a hard thing for anybody to do. It's a hard decision for anybody to make. And it's not exactly something people are proud of that they have to do, but sometimes it is a necessary thing. You can sit here and say, have it be born and sent to a foster home all you fucking want, but that's just setting up a world of issues that you then go and give no fucks about. You're over here busy arguing that mental issues don't even exist and blah fucking blah. That if the fucking foster child grows up, nobody adopts it, and then it suffers from depression, you'll tell it that, nope, depression isn't a real thing, you're making that up, get the fuck over it, kid. No, you now you want to actually have some free healthcare, you want to have some free education, fuck you. Oh, you're 18, lived in a foster home your entire life and have no point of reference on how to be an adult and want free education? Oh, no, fuck you. But hey, we're pro-life. Aren't you happy you were born, motherfucker? Now kneel for the cross and stand for the flag, because I'm a true fucking American that tells people what to do. Bye.